What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the second week of live action anime month.
Yes, quotes are more difficult when things are subtitled.
Right, it's just a little bit harder to say, and yeah,
because my Japanese is not good enough.
Right, I've been trying to learn from it from my coworker, but it's completely, the accent is still there. If it's not Fist of the North Star, me telling people they're already dead, I don't know how to do it.
Exactly.
No, but for this week, we are doing a somewhat, I guess the genre would be slice of life / sci-fi.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know what a slice of life is, it's a genre in anime where it's kind of just about everyday life. But then when you throw in your alien being a teacher, it becomes a fantasy.
Right. Yes. Yes.
But we were talking about this movie before we started recording, but it is a lot more. It's a lot different than the anime or the manga.
Yeah.
And
I have not seen I've seen a little bit of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I've never read the manga.
Yeah, because the manga is a young man's game. For somebody who has time to read. I read it. The only unfortunate thing about this movie is that they have to, again, fit a whole season's worth in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So if you have never watched the anime or the manga, this one might seem a little disjointed and rushed, and it is, but it's a lot of fun.
Very much fun.
Right? But yeah, so let's get into a quick plot review of what this movie is, right? So the start of the movie is we're in space, and we see the moon get turned into a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes.
It gets
it blows through it. It's flying and just kind of the super alien.
The super being or whatever being. It is.
That's
right.
Yeah.
We do learn that it moves at Mach 20.
Yes.
Which I don't know how fast that is.
We should have scienced that before.
We should have scienced it. We should have an advisor.
Right. Well, we just assume that all of our listeners are smart and they know what Mach is. Yeah. So it's Mach 20. And they're like, oh, that's fast.
Sometimes when he moves that fast, in these classrooms, I feel like they should be getting affected somehow, some sort of motion sickness.
Right.
Because something is moving so fast. In one of the scenes.
And if you go faster than the speed of sound, it's supposed like sonic boom.
Right? Oh, it's just mini booms every time?
Mini booms.
Oh, I guess it's maybe because when you cross that barrier, that sound barrier, after that he constantly keeps up the same speed, so he never has to cross another barrier. So maybe that's why he's not getting booms.
Right.
But if he had to stop every time, if he wasn't as smooth as Michael Jackson is with all these movements that he's doing, yeah, he'd be booming all over the place. No, but obviously the governments are on alert because this being has taken a chunk out of the moon.
Right. So that's power.
Right. I mean, he's forever gonna mess up the waves.
Yeah.
Can you even surf anymore? I don't know.
Or surfing is much better now.
Oh, all right. Oh man. Or yeah, a lot of beachfront properties are just gone now. No, but the government they made contact with him, and for some reason he wants to teach a group of middle school kids.
Yes.
And the deal was, if the middle school kids could assassinate Kuro Sensei, is his name, then he won't be able to destroy the Earth.
Yeah, so he gives them like one school year to learn to be great assassins, or else he's going to destroy the planet.
Which is like a lot. Like, but like the funny thing is, like, they don't give him like real knives or actually real guns. They kind of give him like these knives that only can hurt Kuro Sensei,
right?
And these pellet guns.
Yeah, like plastic BB guns, because he's apparently like there's some kind of plastic that he is susceptible to,
which I find weird. Like, but I guess they're like, we have to give him a weakness.
He's an alien, right? So I mean, who knows? That maybe that is.
In the manga is that we really don't get enough time to really build characters with these students.
Yeah, kind of like same as last week, where it was you had a couple people who you get a backstory to, and then the rest of them just are kind of filler.
Yeah, but it kind of sucks because you don't get enough time with like Nagisa, who is the main character, who is supposed to be the main character for this, next to Kuro Sensei.
Right.
And Karma, who is a student that comes on later into the movie, right?
Yeah.
So you're almost flabbergasted by this beginning sequence, because as this alien is taking, what's it called? Making sure that everyone's there. Taking attendance.
Oh, yeah.
Like the students all have like automatic machine guns, pistols,
and he can go Mach 20, so he's basically just avoiding all of the gunshots.
Yeah, it's very Matrix-like.
Yes. Yeah.
But to everybody else, he looks like maybe still, or he's barely moving.
Yeah, and in case you haven't seen pictures or anything, he's like a big yellow octopus with a smiley button head.
He's the have a nice day face.
Yeah, like an emoji head.
Yeah. We do get introduced to the main male teacher, who is also like he's like a military general or something like that, who obviously he can't kill Kuro Sensei. We get introduced to Bitch Sensei, who is just a femme fatale, like a female assassin. I'm pretty sure from like what I remember, she's like the top of the world. Like almost there, like top female assassin or something like that.
Right, because she talks about how there's like only one other person who's better than her.
Yeah, and it's the Reaper or the Shinigami.
Yeah.
The introduction for her is that she tries to hit Kuro Sensei with like a rocket launcher and a auto machine gun, and while she's trying to do all that, Kuro Sensei changes her into a PE uniform. So it's just a complete it's a embarrassment.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man! And so really the main chunk of this movie is them trying to find ways to kill Kuro Sensei. But one of the main things that we understand from this is when they use Nagisa as a human bomb.
Mm-hmm.
This actually angers Kuro Sensei very much so. Because we later learned that Kuro Sensei actually changes colors and faces.
Yes,
that really show his emotions.
Right.
And so when he finds out the three students have put Nagisa in this position to turn him into a human bomb, the deal was that he would never hurt the students.
Right, yeah, because he's the teacher, and so
it's
his responsibility to take the best care of these students.
But the deal was never extended to these students' families. Because before they could even reach Kuro Sensei goes and grabs the nameplates of their homes and was like, hey, if you guys ever do this again,
Yeah.
Oh, I could kill this entire planet and leave only the three of you left here. He's just trying to think about like the worst case scenario for the three. So they never really used Nagisa again in that sort of fashion.
Right. I guess you at least they don't bully somebody into
Being
self-sacrifice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And we later learned why Kudo Sensei is so adamant about these children. But we do learn a little something about Nagisa is that he almost has like this presence that lulls you into dropping your guard around him.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yes, because he does it with the other military teacher who comes in.
Yeah, which like that was like one of my other qualms because that was probably like one of the best scenes in the anime and the manga because of how intense it was. Because in that scene, right, the guy the teacher who pretends to be like, hey, I'm like your guys' dad, you know, he kind of gets you in that way. But when he faces up against Nagisa, he is completely dominated by him. Only because he's like, oh, I'm gonna wreck this kid, and then everyone will know my power.
Yeah.
But in the live action, it was kind of like, oh, he just fell onto him with the knife. But in the anime and the manga, he actually gets behind him into like a hold, and then like covers his eyes and then puts the knife into like not into his neck, but where he could have easily killed him. And in that one, he was like crying, and I think he pissed his pants. Which is like very important to show you how like Karma, who is also one of the more active and smarter of the group, sees Nagisa as his only real rival as an assassin.
Yes.
Because at first he throws the shade at Nagisa, but no, he totally respects him. And that's also another interesting relationship that we didn't really get to see fostered too much. I mean, we got like a little short clip of it where like at one point Karma had a teacher he relied on or believed in, right? And like it seemed like they were very friendly. The teacher's like, "Oh, I would have beat up those kids too, Karma." But when it came to Karma saving another kid from being bullied, and then the three kids that he like whooped on were like the smarter rich kids.
Yeah.
And then the teacher just turned his back on him, and he was just like, "Oh, you're dead to me."
Right, because this is the E class, and I guess like the A class is like the rich, smart, like valedictorian kind of kids, and you get like A, B, C, and so when you get down to the E class, you're kind of like the poorer kind of
yeah. Well, but like Karma isn't dumb.
Right.
Karma's actually very intelligent. He's probably like
quite a few of them
material. But the only issue is that he's very violent.
Yep.
But you just can't stand the injustice. I mean, the kid that he saved got his pants taken away, and then he got his face like spray painted up. So can you blame him? No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and so they're going through the school year. The military is getting more and more anxious because they're like, why haven't these 14-year-olds been able to murder their teacher?
Right, because they've like the military knows, but they've decided to keep it a secret from the rest of the world so that there's not panic.
Listen, the moon is totally gone. I don't think
It could just be a natural
like for the whole year. Like, I haven't seen a full moon this year. That's weird. Right. I mean, if you believe the flat earthers, everything in space is false.
That's true. Yeah, it's just painted on our bubble.
The earth is flat, guys.
That's a fun we won't that we make a whole podcast off of that. It's a fun theory, and it's interesting that people truly believe that
the world is flat.
That the world is flat, and there's just a dome.
Right. Oh man. No. Okay. So but as the school year goes on, the government keeps throwing new challenges to Kuro Sensei. One of the first new challenges is this robot.
Yeah, the AI.
The AI murder machine. But it constantly disrupts the class. And so the students are super pissed about it.
Right.
Because they're still trying to learn.
Yeah, and it's like super machine guns of BBs. And then it's like a computer. So it can't clean up after itself. So then all the kids are all like, we got to clean up all these BBs again. Dumb machine.
Exactly. And so Kuro Sensei actually talks to the robot, chains it up because he's like, I can't teach if you keep
actually the kids it looks like the kids in the class chain it up.
Oh, the kids in the okay. And so Kuro Sensei explains why they chained them up. And then after a day or a night of just like contemplating or thinking about things, she all of a sudden becomes like super friendly, creates an app for all the students that they can use that's super handy.
Right.
And so it sort of doesn't do the job it's supposed to do anymore. I mean, it almost acts as a support to the students now. Like, come on, guys, we could do it.
Right. Because at the beginning, it's like an interesting, like, it's AI, so it's learning. And so it's like, well, today we only have like 0.1% chance of beating him. But tomorrow we have 0.5% chance. Right. And then by the end of the year, we have like a 92% chance.
Oh, so the stats.
Yeah, so like every day it does a slightly different attack and learns a little bit off of, the
students and Kuro Sensei's defenses.
Right.
Right. But, it doesn't become as like strong as it was. Or like, they had to move on very quickly because they wanted to introduce Kuro Sensei's younger brother.
Yes. Tentacle hair.
Which like for some reason I don't think I remember it too much. It was probably in the anime. I don't remember it 100%. I also kept thinking, I was like, why is it like a more human like than Kuro Sensei? Why is it more human-ish?
Right. Yeah. They didn't explain that well, and I didn't know if it was like a government thing, like the government had like
planted it
on his head. Maybe. Or
but we do get like a pretty decent fight with that one, because Kuro Sensei is like I think the stipulation is almost like a sumo match. If you can take me out of this perimeter, you win, or something like that.
Yeah,
right. But Kuro Sensei totally outclasses it and throws it out.
But he's still fighting a student, so he can't hurt him.
Yeah. So he wraps him in his skin.
His shed skin.
So gross. And obviously they failed in that one. Later on we do see one of the traps that work for the children. It's when they put the new dirty magazine underneath a trap.
Yes.
But then like Kuro Sensei knows it's a trap and he dresses according to what the trap's name is called. It's like a beetle trap or something.
Oh, the dung beetle trap. Yeah, yes.
And then the teacher's like, why is he dressed like a dung beetle? I don't know. But they still can't catch him. Yeah.
Right.
And so at some point the students become more frustrated. They're like, come on, man, you're not even giving us a chance. And so Kuro Sensei does divulge one piece that might be able to help them kill him. And it's whenever he loses a tentacle, he loses a little bit of speed. Right.
And he shows that like he like shoots or cuts off his own tentacle.
Yeah.
Because they grow back in a few minutes, like Deadpool. But yeah, he's significantly slower when he loses a tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the more tentacles he loses, the slower he gets.
Yeah.
But he says, I will give you guys tentacles if you guys are like the top of the class.
Right.
Right?
Right. It's basically like you ace your midterms.
Yeah.
And for each like person who like gets it perfect, I will let you blow off one tentacle.
Right. And so it seems like they only get 3, which is like from Karma gets a perfect and something. I think Nagisa gets a perfect one. And somebody else. So he's like, okay, that's only 3 tentacles.
It's like history,
math,
and English, I think,
or something like that. But all of a sudden, the 3 kids who used Nagisa as a suicide bomber all got perfect in home ec.
Yeah,
and they said like, hey, look, man, you didn't say it had to be 3 different subjects.
Yep,
you just said we had to get perfect marks, and so Kurosatsu is now very worried because that's 6 tentacles.
Right. But it's so funny because he's like worried but super happy. He's all like, oh, you guys might have a chance. I'm so excited to see what you're going to do.
But then he's also sad about it. He's like, oh, that 6 tentacles is a lot. Oh, no. So they strap him up to some rocket-looking thing.
Yeah, because they decide to like not do it right then. They're gonna do it like
at the graduation or something.
Yeah,
like
spring
that.
break or something like that.
Oh yeah, summer break. Yeah. And so they put him on this rocket, shoot off 6 tentacles, and they think they've killed Kuro Sensei.
Right, and Agira's also been like studying him, so he's also like, I know that he gets puffy and slow when he's wet. So, like, water, he doesn't do well with water.
Yeah, he takes on water.
Yeah, whenever it rains, he always has issues. So,
yeah, because Nagisa is like he's constantly like writing in his little black book.
Yeah,
and he has like drawings of Kuro Sensei, like, oh, this is the color when he's excited.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, they do end up blowing him up to bits, but then all of a sudden you can hear the laughter, and they're like, oh my god, he's still not dead. And he has one final form of defense. It's where he becomes this, I don't know, like it's like a marble. Yeah,
so he sheds all of his tentacles, and then like his head is in a super indestructible marble ball that he says only lasts 20. They're like, well, why didn't you just go into that and then we could never hurt you? And he's like, well, because the ball only lasts for 24 hours.
No, not 24 hours.
Yes, we said 24 hours, and then it starts to break down.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. But how did? Because then, okay, so like after this, the group of renegades come in, right?
Yeah.
The knife teacher. And Kuro Sensei's little brother.
Right.
But then I thought like they were fighting them off. Karma and Nagisa are being chased by the tentacle kid.
Yes.
It starts to rain, and that's how they defeat him. Because of the rain, they're able to throw him off.
Yeah, so like the tentacles get swollen, and then they like basically shave them off of his head.
Yeah. But then, when they get back down, Nagisa gets confronted by the military teacher, and then he hands him like a sack, but it's just a volleyball.
Oh, right. Yeah, because the guy thinks that it's this glass ball, but it's in like a pillowcase or a sack. Yeah. And so, but then when he dumps it out, it's just a volleyball. And so, like, then half the kids were sick because the bad military guy, the dad guy, he had poisoned their tea.
Yeah, or something like that.
It's something like that. But then there's the one girl who is good at chemistry who keeps trying to make poison to kill Sensei. She comes up with an antivirus, and so then...
or like an antidote, right?
An antidote.
Yeah.
So the military guy is like, give me the ball form of Sensei, and I'm going to take this, and we'll kill him later because at that point the government's going to pay him $10 billion to kill.
to kill Kudo Sensei.
And but because everybody has the antidote now, they all come out with their guns and basically just kind of run him off.
Yeah, a group of 14-year-old kids with guns. That's not dangerous at all. No, but yeah. Oh, and so this is where they put Kudo Sensei in some sort of device that's supposed to kill him. And so all the kids are watching Kudo Sensei being killed on camera. Kudo Sensei is like, "Goodbye, kids. Bye." And then all the students start crying because Kudo Sensei, even though he was like this abominate, I don't know what he's supposed to be, like some sort of scientific thing went wrong or an alien.
Yeah.
They don't know. He was still a good teacher.
Right.
You know?
And cared about the kids, and there was that part where he's like, he could move so fast that he could go to multiple kids and help them tutor them at their desk at the same time.
Yeah. And one of the students asked, like, "Aren't you tired?" And he's like, "No, I got one resting outside." Which is, well, yeah, it's super awesome. But you know, they all start crying, and then all you see is this tentacle come out of nowhere handing out tissues. Like, oh, it's so sad, right?
Right. And it's like they know that they have to kill him, but they all care about him, and it's certainly like they don't want somebody else coming in here and killing their teacher.
Yeah, because they have to do it.
Because they have to do it.
It's like when Malcolm took Old Yeller to the back. Oh man! And then the movie sort of ends with them back in class, and all the students still trying to kill Kudo Sensei, right?
Yep. And now it's like next semester.
Yeah.
Same year, next semester.
Yeah, because over there it's kind of weird. Like my coworker told me, in Japan, the graduation is at December,
which totally makes sense.
Right, which makes more sense than it being in the summer.
Right.
Because it's like the end of the year.
Yeah.
But then again, I also thought it was weird because, well, I guess not, because, well, no, because graduation and then the new semester starts in the new year, but then you take the summer off.
Well, right, but it's because we're in the United States and we're like, hey, we want our kids to be off in the summer so that they can help on the farms and
oh, is that what summer was for?
Yeah. And then basically that's not around anymore. Just like daylight savings time was for the farmers, and nobody cares about that anymore, but we still do it.
I mean, Arizona doesn't do it, so.
But there's no farms in Arizona.
Arizona's the wild, wild west of America. They're like, we're not turning our clocks forward or backwards.
I feel like there's a couple states that do it, but I know Arizona's close to us, and I know that.
Yeah, they don't, which is always so weird to me.
Right, and it's always weird because like Laughlin is like
right across Arizona.
Half Arizona. Was it half Arizona, half Nevada?
Well, like right across that river in Laughlin is Bullhead City from Arizona.
Yeah. And so then, like, walking distance, half the year they're the same time, and half the year they're an hour off.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like if you stand in between those two bordering states, you'll explode.
Right. Yeah.
Your body can't handle being ahead and behind at the same time.
Yes. It's a paradox.
Right. That's the entrance to the Twilight Zone. You just got to go there for maybe 20 minutes. Yep. Oh no, but yeah, the movie ends pretty abruptly, but it's been 2 hours by the time this movie ends. And so, unfortunately, I mean, we don't really get a solid ending. We get a to be continued ending. Yeah.
And there is. Apparently, there's a second part, but it's not on Amazon Prime, so I did not
get to watch
see it. And I was just watching it this week, so I didn't have a lot of time to search for the second part.
Yeah, I mean, for me, finding this first one was kind of hard because I was just like, where do I watch this? You know, it was on Tubi, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, I usually don't have problem finding stuff, and I found it on like I said on Amazon Prime, but then I had to rent it.
Yeah, you have to rent it. Amazon Prime, come on, sponsor us already.
Right? At least give us like a free rental a week, and that way we can always watch our movie on
Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime, and
right?
tell everybody how great you guys are.
Oh no, but for the people that like, this does differ a whole lot from the anime. Like in the anime, you don't see that. I mean, you do. When they fight the knife guy again, it's during one of their vacations at a resort. And this is where, like, Nagisa goes full, like, sicko mode. Yeah, and then, like, I mean, like, in the anime, Nagisa becomes a teacher as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because, like, I think, like, by the end of it, you see Nagisa, it's, like, 7 years in the future. He still hasn't grown, which is upsetting for him because Karma grew, like, 6 inches and is now this like high-powered lawyer or something like that. Which, I mean, of course, Karma would be a lawyer, but Nagisa gets not charged. He gets his students are like probably like the roughest class, and they're like, "Oh, look at this puny teacher," and then he goes full sicko mode on them too, and then they all sit down and pay attention. Because they kept saying, like, we're going to kill you. And Nagisa's like, well, I hope you guys try at least.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so later in this movie, we do find out the reason why Kuro-sensei wants to teach these children. And it's because one of the scientists that made him, apparently, or at least experimented on him, was probably, like, one of the nice people that cared about him,
right?
And so, as a after an accident happens at this lab, she's like, "Oh, I wish I could have just went back to teaching my class one last time." Kuro-sensei decides to fulfill that wish for her,
right? Because they don't talk about it much, but they make reference to with their second year teacher. How great she was,
how nice,
and then it turns out that that's the
same teacher.
Yeah,
because I mean, we don't know if Kuro-sensei used to be a human and then became that, or was like an octopus.
Oh, right,
or something like that, and then becomes the being that he is. But the teacher that he had was the same that these children have.
Yeah.
And see, so he wants to go and fulfill that wish for them. Yeah, in the anime though, it's very unclear whether Kuro-sensei is still alive or not, though. So maybe we'll see the resolution of it in the second movie. If you guys ever want to watch it for your guys selves, write to us. Let us know how it ends up.
Definitely,
or how you guys like it.
Yeah. I'll find it somewhere and
right.
I'll watch it.
Colby, what did you like about the movie? Like, what are some of your favorite parts?
This I came in like the idea that this is going to be like a silly movie, and certainly parts of it are, but there's like a lot of feels, a lot of emotion. You get a lot of like growth. It's like a coming of age story almost. On some of this.
It's almost like Japan's answer to School of Rock.
Right, and you get a little bit of like Stand and Deliver, like the old movie where like the tough teacher comes into the to like the hard class, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to teach you guys all calculus so that way you can
do something,
pass your SATs, and then I'll get like scholarships to go to college and become something."
Right. Or Dead Poet Society. At some point, they care about him, like, "Oh, Captain, my Captain."
Right. Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's probably even more because then they're getting rid of that him as the teacher, and the class is all like, "Oh, you can't get rid of him.
He's so good." Well, yeah, and then like he. It's nice because there's a scene where he takes all of his students all over the world. And like takes selfies with them.
Yep.
And he puts it in his memory book.
He's making the yearbook.
But then there's one point where he takes a student into space, and I was like, no. Out of all of the things that you're doing, I don't think you should be taking a human being into space.
Right.
Well, maybe he puts her in his skin, which is kind of also gross.
Yes.
But better than freezing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's funny because they go to Hollywood and he's like, oh, we gotta go. She's like, we gotta go already. I think Nagisa goes to the pyramids.
Yep. Yeah, and the one girl is practicing English. It takes her to the United States. And...
to Hollywood.
Yep.
And so you get a sense that the Kudo Sensei is giving a lot of the kids what they need. As far as support.
It's horrible. It's like every kid should have a teacher that cares about the class that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least one sometime in their life.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely remember, I had my 8th grade history teacher was, super awesome. I remember in everybody's yearbook, he gave everybody, a quote that was, specifically for them. Because I was like, oh, did he just put the same quote for everybody? And then I was like, oh, no, he gave everybody a different quote. Yeah, it's a shame that I mean, it's nice that we remember these teachers that were good, that made class fun,
right?
But also made sure you learned something. That was awesome, And I think it's sad that there's this. I'm not saying that all teachers are bad, but at some point you can kind of tell when a teacher starts phoning it in.
Yes, yeah, and everybody had one of those teachers too.
Oh man. It's funny. I had all sorts of teachers. We had a teacher that was kind of pervy, kind of creepy. It didn't help that he had the mustache,
the porn stash.
Yeah, the 80s porn stash. And then I think after I moved out of state, this is in California, I learned that he touched a student inappropriately, and I was just like, oh, I freaking called it.
Yeah,
that's what you get for grading my project, the B. Just kidding. No, yeah, but I definitely think like good teachers stick out.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? I had one in Vegas that was really good. He was like a psychology teacher, but then he got caught dating a student. Oh. But like at first I was sort of like caught off guard. I was like, "There's no way," but apparently he was dating the student after, like I think when she was like 19.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, it's still wrong, but you're not a student anymore. And then apparently she didn't take the breakup well, so she told people that like he dated her when she was a student, and then so I don't know where that is, but it sucks either way because he was like a really good teacher.
Right.
That didn't come off that way at all. See, so who knows? Yeah, but yeah, no, it was like probably one of the best scenes in there is when he's individually tutoring all these students all at once. He's like maximizing his time and effort.
Yes.
Because like, you know, like for me, like Colby, was there a subject that you were just not good at?
Math and science I was good at, and I was not really good at anything else. Not that I was bad at anything, but like history, like my brain just doesn't I remember stories of history, but like dates and facts and the stuff that's actually on tests, my brain just does not hold that stuff well.
I mean, yeah, because then you're like, oh, a whole bunch of dead people did stuff. No, but like, yeah, no, like that's the one thing I never really understood about education is learning about like, look, it's cool to know about like the day the America became a country and all that stuff, but like, yeah, when you got to like more like when was the date of the Battle of Bunker Hill, I was like, I don't know, like sometime around that time.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was never good at math. But But then, like, you know, like it's rough because when they sort of give you this the stigma of like, oh, he has to go to the slower class, then it makes you like try to stick it out in like the class that's going too fast for you,
right?
You know, which like I really wish they were like everybody learns at a different pace.
Oh, so true.
Right, and then especially for specific subjects. So I wish like someone was just like, hey, look, it's cool if you have to take algebra 1A and then algebra 1B next year, but at least you'll understand it more.
Yeah. Oh, Spanish. It took 2 years of Spanish, and that was rough. Because my parents were not okay with bad grades on a report card, and
well, yeah, because you're a family of educators. Spanish is hard.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, so sorry, you just wasn't clicking for you.
Oh man, I was.
No habla español.
Yeah, I'm pretty lazy. Like, and most like science and math clicked in my head well, and so I didn't ever study those things. I just did it, and I was like never getting like perfect grades, but it was like lecture in class. I remember enough of this to get it 85 to 90 on my test, so I don't have to study. You know, math kind of just made sense, so I didn't ever study that. Man, like Spanish, I was like 2 hours a night trying to memorize stuff, and then it was like, you know, D on my midterm, and I was like, oh my goodness, I like spent
2 hours,
so like 2 hours a night for the last 3 weeks, trying to study this stuff for midterms, and I still got a D.
Well, yeah, but like they also don't teach you like early on in high school that there's different ways for people that learn. Like for me, most definitely the best way for me to learn is in a study group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you talk like if I talk to people more about it, I retain it better.
Yes.
You know, but you know, it's like it's a weakness though, because I'm like before when I was going to this accelerated program, I was like, hey guys, you guys have time to like do a study group, like, you know, this and that, like, yeah, we got to pass this class. And I felt like kind of like I was being annoying, but then again, like they said it helped them too, so they would make time for it.
Right.
But then like I have like one of my best friends, he's perfectly, he can retain things if he just studies by himself. You know, like he highlights the stuff and takes his own notes, and that's just how he learns. So I wish like they would teach you that.
Right.
You know, like in school, like, hey, you know, let's find out how you guys learn the best way, and that way you guys will grasp the subjects more and understand, you know. So, you know, just, but, you know, not every school district has a kudo sensei.
It's so true. So true.
Oh, man. Oh, but yeah, one of the best like parts in here is like Karma antagonizing Kudo Sensei for a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because but like it's because of his disbelief of like a teacher can be a good teacher.
Yes.
Because and so one of his like final resolves is like, well, what are you gonna do? Like he throws himself off of a cliff, falling backwards, you know, with the gun in his hand, and he's like, so what are you gonna do, Kuro Sensei? Are you gonna die? Are you gonna let me die and be the teacher I knew you are, or are you gonna save me and let me kill you?
Yep.
But you know,
and that was a really interesting like.
It's like a moral
twist kind of thing, because because as a teacher, he's promised to like
never hurt these students. Yeah. But you know, Kuro Sensei pretty much Spider-Man's him. Yeah. He's like, well, if I saved you at Mach speed, your neck was gonna break. That's something Spider-Man didn't know. He panic webbed Gwen Stacy. Right?
Yeah, you get like the nerds who talk about that with like Superman. They've had the speed Superman flies, and he just like catches Lois Lane. They're like, yeah, I would have like ripped her apart at that speed.
Oh yeah, well, you know, you don't think about it when you're making comics in the 1940s. You're like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Right.
But now it's like, oh my god. Lois Lane might be a superhero in herself. A super damsel.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So like the interesting, like Kudo Sensei gaining the respect of Karma, who's probably one of the students who hated teachers the most because he's already been let down by a teacher that he trusted.
Right. Yes.
Which is like a shame, but it's something that kind of happens like in those types of societies. Like the class system is pretty strong.
Yeah. If you're gonna try, then I will try with you. But if you mess up, then you can't take, as a teacher, you can't take me down with you.
Yeah,
I can't support you if you're gonna be.
Oh yeah, which is like, okay, you're trash then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Karma looked at it. So he's looked at all teachers like they're trash,
right? Because
they're only looking out for their own neck, right? One of the unfortunate things that you don't really get to see too much is Kudo Sensei, like how much of like a teenage boy he is, because like you only get it with a little bit with the dirty magazine trap.
And when the girls have like the pillow fight, and then they're trying to get
the dirty stories out.
Yeah.
or what's it called? Or like the other one, it was when he was looking at bitch sensei's cleavage.
Yep.
It's more apparent in the anime, but like, you know, I think I guess this one had enough scenes now that we talk about it. Oh man, because those are like one of those parts are like super funny to me, because like you never, like, we don't even get an exact age of these kids of Kudo Sensei.
Oh right.
I mean, he could only be a year old. Oh man, but yeah, I think one of my favorite parts is when he changes like moods.
And it changes color.
Yeah, it changes color, it changes like his facial expression.
Yep.
It becomes like when he gets super angry, it gets like super demonic looking.
Yeah.
And he's always like in that scholar robe. It's funny too. Like, what was it called? Remember when he shot off his tentacles, and he started doing the after images, but then one of the after images was a baby.
Right, because he's like, oh, I get so slow that when I try to like make multiple forms of myself, some of them are only like little children.
Yeah. And then as he continues explaining his weakness, he made a movie. And then Nagisa's like, why did he get so sad?
And then when the girl poisons him and he goes like 2-dimensional.
Yeah.
He looks like a Pac-Man ghost.
Yeah. Well, that was the funniest scene too, because she was like, here, Kuro Sensei, I made poison. Can you take it, please? And he's like, oh, such an honest assassin. He does take it, and then he does like go through like the faces.
Yeah.
But then he just like expels it after that.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm not human, so different chemicals affect me differently.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he goes like flat, and he's like, yeah, this makes me super hyper.
Oh man, yeah. This movie is just Japan's version of how I feel like a lot of people want their teachers to be.
Right.
Because I mean, even till now, teachers are pretty rough on students, like as far as like grade wise, and a lot of the students more are like this. A lot of teachers are more like the teachers who resemble Karma's teacher who betrayed him. Yeah, which is unfortunate. Not just Japan, but like here as well. You know. So yeah, I think this is like a nice little fun movie. It's a little more like PG-13, but I feel like kids would still like it.
Right, and it's it's a weird premise because they have to murder him. They have to assassinate him to save the world.
That's where the PG-13 comes in.
But like, you could change that into something else, and then I'm not sure what, and then you could make it certainly like would then be a more family friendly movie.
Yeah, But I mean, as it is too. Like, I mean, obviously, kids are gonna know, like, oh, it's an alien, and so they have to kill it. You know? Yeah. But yeah, this movie is a lot of fun. It's goofy enough. It gets you in the feels enough. All right, guys. Well, we're coming up to our hour. If this is the first time you're joining us, thanks for joining the episode. Thanks for listening, and we appreciate that. We do our reviews in 4 different sections, which is Stream It, DVD, Blu-ray, Ultimate Box Collection. Kobe, where are you at?
Oh, so I guess like if Ultimate Box was like this and the second part, and I don't know,
and the anime,
and a third part, and an anime, and yeah, I would be very interested in that.
Yeah, because like the box would just be Kudo Sensei's face.
Yes.
That's always an easy buy, right? Whenever we do the Ultimate Box Collection, it's our dream box, like,
right? Yeah. If we could design the box, then we will take the Ultimate Box set. Right.
But yeah. So where are you at as a standalone?
I'd probably go Blu-ray on this. I really enjoyed this. This is it's got some rewatchability.
Right.
I know if I watched it a couple times, it would catch so much stuff that I missed.
First time
in this one, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably in the same boat. I think the CG doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would when I first thought about this.
It's pretty well done. It's
not very blatant,
right? And I feel like the Kuro Sensei most of the time costume is practical. Like, I don't think it's CG all the time.
Man, maybe like Japan's just so good at practical effects.
Hey, you've seen Godzilla movie? I believe there's a giant lizard monster that lives in the ocean.
Do you think it has a starfish best friend too, and it lives in a pineapple? Oh man, no, yeah, this movie definitely has like a lot of heart. And I think when you watch it, you'll think about the teacher that like affected you the most.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. No. It made me think of movies with teachers with who tried. It made me think of definitely some of the teachers I had.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, do you still remember your teachers' names?
The good ones.
Same here. Yeah, like that's all I remember is the good ones.
Yeah.
That affect you.
I mean, I'd have to probably really rack my brain to remember all the teachers I had in high school. But kind of just thinking back, I mean, like you said, you had a great psychology teacher. I had a great psychology teacher. He was good enough that he made me choose psychology as my major when I went to college. Yeah. I had a hilarious English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And she bonded well with the kids, and so like I always remember her.
Yeah, like when teachers are able to like share their passion for like the subject they're teaching, and make you interested as well. Like, when like an English teacher is like, oh, this is a really good book. It has these stories, like blah blah blah. And it makes you actually like, all right, I guess I gotta go to Barnes and Nobles. And pick it up, or like, I mean, now like everyone's like, oh, I gotta download it on my Kindle.
Right.
It's awesome when you get to have those type of teachers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it also makes like going to that class like bearable. Because man, when you get those teachers that are just phoning it in, you're like, oh, this is gonna be so long. Especially in Las Vegas. This was like the first time like I went to a school that had block scheduling. Did you have that when you went to high school here?
No, we were all
6 periods.
6 periods.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, so if you guys don't know what block scheduling is, it's like 4 classes a day, and it's an hour and a half in each class. Right.
Okay.
And so like you would like have classes on off.
So more like almost like a college schedule.
Yeah, but you get more time to do like certain things. But man, when you have to go to that one class, you're like, ugh.
The class you dread, and instead of being there 50 minutes, you're there 2 hours.
An hour and a half. It's rough, My favorite classes was like junior studies. Which I'm mad that they kind of took that out, because junior studies kind of gave you more practical, like, life lessons. Like, this is how to balance a checkbook.
Oh, see, I never had a class like that. That would have been
very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, like it helped you, like, sort of prepare for real life. Like, it was teaching you how to balance your checkbooks, like taught you about taxes.
Oh, right, because I never had a class that talked about that.
Yeah,
I would have. Yes, they should definitely have a
right.
life experience class.
Right. I also think they should put home ec back in there. You know.
Right.
Because, man, there's some people out here that just are junk when they move out of their parents' house, and you can't live off pizza forever.
Yeah, it's so much microwave pizza and
frozen
ramen,
burritos.
yeah, that you can eat
before, like, the doctor's like, you're gonna die.
Yep.
There's just too much MSG in your body. I'm pretty sure when you piss, you could use it as a seasoning. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, there's some people, when I went over to their house, and like, I look in their pantry, it's just stock full with ramen and canned food.
Right.
And then when you go into their freezer, it's a whole bunch of microwaved what's it called, like, what was that,
TV dinners and stuff.
yeah, TV dinners.
Oh, man, that's like an old 70s 80s like
phrase.
No,
Hungry Man is still there, Colby. It's just more fancy now. They got healthy choice.
Yes, some lean cuisines.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, yo, have you ever heard of fresh produce? Oh, guys. Well, this totally went off the rails sometimes. This episode. But we hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Definitely check out our affiliate links for Amazon if you guys want to help support the channel. Definitely we have our Facebook and our Twitter handle on there, so if you guys want to reach us, those are always the fastest way, but you could always hit us with an email.
Smash the like button, as they all say, for the YouTube algorithm. We're not on YouTube here, so it's eventually we will be. Yeah,
eventually.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, like and share and comment. Certainly, you want to get some categories that you want us to talk about. Tell us what you like about us, what you don't like about us. Give us some hate mail. We even enjoy that.
But this has been today's episode of Who Watches This. My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out who does our theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. You can find it on the Music for Podcast 3 album, and her Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.